Calling in the armed forces. Australia is bringing in reinforcements to help fight the raging brush fires ravaging eastern Australia. Three people are dead, several others missing. Wildfires working through the night, trying to contain dozens of fires across New South Wales and Queensland. Hundreds of homes have been destroyed in the process. People are being warned to be prepared to pack up and leave at a moment's notice. Laura McQuillan has been tracking this all for us this morning. What's the latest?
Yeah, keeping an eye on what's going on there. You mentioned the armed forces, and we know that the Prime Minister has just announced that they will be sending in the Defence Force. That's planes. It's not boots on the ground at this point in time, but they are going to have that aerial support to try and get an advantage over these fires from the sky. Here's what we're talking about. Two states, New South Wales and Queensland, right up that Sunshine Coast, up to the north of Australia there. So many fires, we're talking more than 100, that firefighters and residents are trying to battle. You know, people staying in their homes, even if they've been told to leave, because they want to protect their property. It's a risky move, as firefighters, you know, themselves are having so much trouble trying to bring any of these fires under control. In terms of those three dead, we know that one of them was a 69-year-old grandmother who suffered severe burns in a house but was taken to hospital where she later died. Another person found dead in their car, apparently trying to flee from a fire. So some people evacuated, some staying in their homes. One resident who spoke about his experience of trying to protect his home is Peter Simpson of Nimboida. He saved his home, and here's what he told media.
It was a catastrophic fire, mate. Come down over the ridge. As you can see, it goes as high as hell. It went right up into the top of the trees. I actually had to take shelter and go because it was right here and lacking it. I sprayed this with fire retardant and hosed and hosed and hosed, drained my dams. And I just hung here for the majority of the whole night.
And here's what it looks like inside those flames. This is a fire crew travelling through that, trying to get to their next spot where they're battling this blaze. This is north of Sydney there, one of more than 50 blazes out of control. Now, they're calling it uncharted territory in New South Wales, but in Queensland as well, we're learning several homes have been destroyed now. Things are developing there overnight. Evacuations a few hours ago were actually called off because the situation is moving so quickly. They're now saying it's too dangerous to try and leave.
This in a part of the world, of course, being where they are located geographically, they are heading into their summer season, so more hot, dry weather to come.
That's right. It's not even the official start of summer yet. Months to go in the fire season, and things this bad already, you know, unprecedented is the word that they're using. And things are going to get worse because of climate change. That's the warning from scientists. Even some politicians in Australia are criticising the Prime Minister, who refused to draw any connection between these fires and climate change overnight. Instead, Scott Morrison had this to say.
Australia has been battling ferocious fires for as long as Australia has been a nation and well before. And we will continue to, but we are very experienced. The people who know how to deploy in these circumstances save lives, and I would only urge them to be careful out there.
And we're hearing from firefighters on the ground, they don't expect the conditions to improve very much in the next week, certainly months of this to go. I want to show you one remarkable video as well, if we could. It's from New Zealand, across the Tasman Sea. The smoke travelling there, making the sky orange and smoky across the South Island of New Zealand. It takes you 3.5 hours to fly that far. And that's what's happening, you know, that far away. So is the smoke and the ash that is spreading across Australia. Really critical situation on the ground there that they're battling.